let me start with, how's the showman's going?
Well, let me correct every single person I talk to tonight. I'm gonna correct them. It's not a showmance. It's a true romance. When I hear showmance, I think of just acting and pretending what you feel. But my true feelings for April are true. So it's definitely a romance, not a showmance.
Well, I do apologize for the description, but I mean because it wasn't a TV show. In reality, you people are going to be suspect. But I thought it was real. But you talked about moving in already.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When you get caught up in your emotions, definitely you talk about things because you feel so strong for a person. I feel strongly for April, and I think she feels the same way for me. So right now we're just excited to get into the real world, whether it's living with each other or not. We're just excited to get back to our what you call normal lives now, and get a grasp of what the future is going to be between the both of us, because this is going to be new for both of us.
Because most couples start by living together first and then dating. That's so weird.
Well, the living arrangements, that will be definitely talked about a little more. Nothing set in stone as if we'll live together. That's definitely just a conversation, and we'll talk more when we get out of here. But I think we're just excited to be together. Period.
Well, you're a beautiful couple.
Thank you.
And obviously, you were all over YouTube. I don't have to tell you.
Man, if we were on YouTube, that's something that definitely we knew we were going to sign up for. When we signed up for this thing, a lot of things will be broadcast, if you like it or not. But at the same time, it's what we signed up for.
The preacher's dad will be calling his son.
Hey, it is what it is. But,
your parents were very proud of you when they said that. But they, you were kind of, you were macking each other on national television.
Well, I'm human, and I'm a man. I like women, and that's something that's not a secret. If a preacher's son or not a preacher's son, that's something that definitely. I think just getting caught up with something like this and meeting someone who I'm physically attracted to and also emotionally attracted to, just because it's behind cameras and it's viewed to America, I don't think it should be viewed any different.
Because you forgot the cameras were, everybody does.
I mean, I really didn't think about the cameras, to be honest with you. 10 minutes into and moving in their house. So again, what was broadcast, I can't control. Talking about it, I just don't want to do her any injustice or disrespect her anyway. So that's just one other story we'll have to talk about some other time.
Well, you're a beautiful couple.
Thank you. I appreciate it. April is definitely a girl I've never met in my life. I never met a girl like her, and I'm really happy to be with her, period.
I hate to say that this is so, I'm going to be cliche here. We get all the bios before the show starts, and I'm looking at yours, and it's like, I'm a virgin till I'm 20, and I'm going to make up for lost time. And hers is, sex is one of my favorite activities. And I said, these two are hooking up. Suddenly, didn't know black, white, age, nothing. All I saw was bios, and I said, these two are hooking up. Yep. First episode, you two are together, and everybody looked at me like, what are you, psychic? And I go, no, I'm human. I see that these two have a great connection here.
That's exactly what it was. You can't make it up, and we talked about that. The second we got to talk more to each other, knowing the fact that we have so much in common. She likes. Let me put a list down for you. She likes sports for one. That's already selling me. She can cook. She's clean, and she's beautiful on top of that, and she's smart and intellectual. How many more things that I need to tell you that this is the perfect one? So
you left that great body.
Great body. I mean, what else can I say? But at the same time, that's something I've not met one girl who has all those characteristics and all those attributes, and that's something I'm definitely happy with.
You know what I knew? When Jerry grabbed her boob, you had a look.
You see that?
Yeah.
Because I was like,
you were like, get up, like.
Hold on now. Let me. I didn't even get to introduce myself at that point. I just wanted to introduce myself, but I see a 75-year-old man groping my potential woman over there. I gotta give a couple eyes over there, don't I?
You kind of look jealous.
I was.
Let me ask you about tonight's vote, 7-0. I thought it would be closer.
What was that again?
I thought that tonight's 7-0. I thought it'd be closer.
No, I think from the jury's aspect, from the way we were thinking about things, who played the game the best, and that's what it came down to. Dan has really played the game. He's made decisions in this game that would definitely people would question, but it worked to his advantage. He took risk, and I don't think Memphis can say that, but he played a great game as well. But Dan played a great game, and I think everyone realized that.
When the feeling is that you know that you've been backstabbed and you're going, is it like, wow, I really got backstabbed here?
Well, the thing is, when I got backstabbed, that wasn't the defining reason of me leaving the house. I still had a chance to win head of household the following week and stay in the game. So when people talk about that, that's not the reason why I left the house. I just didn't win competitions. The fact is, this game is based upon betrayals, lies, and cheating, and I did my fair share of it the first week. So I had no reason really to make a big deal about it. Just got to keep moving and play the game.
Now the part where Dan said, I'll protect Michelle, I won't put her up, you had to feel at that point like, wow, I really did get sucker punched here.
Well, it's not the fact that I trusted Dan. It's to the point where I had no choice. My back was against the wall that week, and if I was hanging from that rope again, I would make the same deal with him because, first of all, my goal was to really just to protect myself that week. and advance to the next week. And that was accomplished. The 2/3 of the deal was accomplished. He put up one of his alliance members, and he saved me and Michelle in the first part of the nomination. So that's 2/3 of the deal, which I probably wouldn't have got if I would have won How to Have a House. So looking back, I would have done the same deal again. Just the fact where I probably wouldn't have got my emotions caught into a little more, and that's probably what I should have done.
You do get emotional a lot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and that's a part that a lot of people probably didn't see early part of the season. But at the same time, I thought it was appropriate to let people know I'm not going to get slapped in the face and just keep walking with my my head between my legs. I'm definitely going to show my emotion, and I may have said things that may have offended a couple people, but hey, that's the name of the game. Where
a lot of things
I may have, but at the same
preacher said is cursing and yelling at people.
Well, this is the thing. What happened with that is, and again, there's no explanation for it. But when you get caught up in the game and do things and have things done to you, I don't think grabbing a couple house guests and saying "Kumbaya" in the corner is going to solve it. I'm expressing my emotion, and that's what happened.
Now, Dan said it best. You're a big football player, strapping kind of guy, big muscular guy, and you're scared of a crow. And that one I still can't get over.
Hey, man. Talking about the birds, okay, I've been scared of birds since day one. I'm talking since I was knee high. So that's something I'm still working with. I'm not lying. I'm still working with it. But at the same time, it's when they get really close to me.
The earthquake didn't mess you up as much as the birds.
No, I can deal with an earthquake. But if there was a crow walking around on the backyard grass, you better believe I'm going to jump over a couple fences. You better believe that.
Any regrets of anything you did?
There are definitely things you did, things that I've done that or said that may have offended people, and if I've offended people, that's what I regret the most. But in terms of gameplay reactions and things like that, that's something I don't take back at all.
Okay. Well, I will tell you that there were some gay people out there who did not like you. Here it comes. You know what's coming. Yeah. They did not like you using the F word, the word faggot. Mm-hmm. Now, how do you feel now about because you called Memphis a faggot, and he didn't get mad at womanizer, but he got mad at womanizer. That's odd to me anyway. Okay, but obviously you have a sense of humor about it, but anything.
And again, it's something that definitely. And I just talked about it earlier, just not too long ago. If it's something, it was nothing to the point where I meant to offend anyone. Obviously, that's not the intent. I got over emotional in the situation where I was trying to express something, and it wasn't relaying to the rest of the house guests. So saying things definitely just came out with things that I've said, but at the same time, I don't condone what I said, and it's something that if I offended anyone, I genuinely apologize. It's not the intent to offend anyone in any kind of way, and if that's what I did, I'm sorry about it.
Anybody who might have been offended, I say I challenge you to stay in the house 24/7 with cameras on you and pretend like you don't say things like sometimes you do.
And that's the thing. I'm not condoning it or justifying what I did or said, but definitely this is a game that definitely brings out the ugly in everyone. It brings out the ugliness in everyone, and that definitely was an ugly moment for me, and it's something that I'm definitely not proud of. But again, it was a situation in the game where I was definitely emotional, and I dare people to try get in this house and not have any kind of emotion go over. You know what I mean?
You come out of this with maybe not a lot of money, but you came out of this with a beautiful girlfriend and a future and everything.
Hey, April's gonna definitely last longer than $500,000. She's worth more than $500,000, and that's definitely something I'm taking out of here, and I'm gonna cherish her forever, and that's the plan.
She's got to hear that answer. Thank you.
Hey man, I appreciate it. It was fun.
Nice meeting you.